Nebraska fans, there was this poll that showed up, and it was a Big Ten Power Rankings preseason poll. And I wanted to give you guys my reaction to it and give you just my opinion. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. So starting off at number 1, you had Oregon. And now that kind of makes sense. I mean, Oregon, they're poised to win a national championship this year, in my opinion. And that's fair. Number 2, you got Ohio State. Yeah, that makes sense. Number 3, you got Indiana. I mean, that kind of makes sense. I mean, those three are the big three. Crazy that Michigan's not in the big three, but those three are they're virtually kind of a tie in my opinion. Those three are just very good, and I think they're just gonna be top 3, and they're gonna they could go either way. Kind of a toss up in my opinion. All 3 of those teams are gonna be very good, but anyway, at number 4, you got USC, which, considering the fact that they are going to be even better, in my opinion, than the previous year in just every single facet, that makes sense. And then number 5 was Penn State. I don't know what I think about that. Penn State being that high with first-year head coach Matt Campbell. This isn't the Big 12, babies. This is the Big 10. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens, but we'll see what happens there. I think it could be pretty good. But then Michigan is at number 6. They could be good, but at number 6, I don't know. You think Kyle Whittingham's really that hungry to succeed at Michigan? I don't really think he is, in my opinion. He retired from the Utes because he wanted to be done coaching. He probably just got a lot of money, so he's probably there just to get the paycheck and not really do much else, in my opinion. But that's just kind of speculation. I don't know for sure. But he's a good coach. But at the same time, though, going to Michigan once again, this is at the Big 12. This is the Big 10. So then at number 7 was Washington. So Washington, yeah, they're gonna be pretty good. That's no denying that. However, I don't know if I put them. Well, I don't know. I think that kind of makes sense. Washington there makes sense. Then number 8 is Iowa. No shockers. They're kind of the middle of the pack team, or above the middle of the pack team, and that makes sense for sure. So Iowa is gonna be. I think they're gonna be. Once again, I think it's just a team that. They're gonna get like 8 wins. That's all they're gonna do. They're gonna get 8 wins, maybe 7 if they're really bad, but most likely 8 wins. Then you got, after that you got Illinois. That's number 9. That to me is where they're going to get a little weird, a little odd. And why do I say this? Because Illinois, they've been good. They were really good in 2024. They were good. They were very good in 2024. Pat Bryant, Luke Altmaier, they had a good team. Last year they were still good, but not as good as you think. There's a little bit of a fluke. Why do I say this? It's not because I don't like Illinois. It's not because they beat us in overtime. No, it's because their schedule was very easy. The difference is that they were good enough to capitalize on it, unlike Nebraska. So, they're still good. They weren't as good in 2024, and they still got a nice bowl win over Tennessee. So that was a nice game for them to win. So, but they do lose a lot, including their defensive coordinator. So to me, hiring a guy that has no interest in doing that great of a job, he's not hungry to succeed. You're not going to be that good with that kind of defensive coordinator. So we'll see what happens. But I think number 10 being Minnesota is crazy. Minnesota, they're not going to be bad, but they proved that they're last year. They were an 8-5 team, but they had a Big Ten West schedule last year. They absolutely did. Their wins, I can name them off the top of my head. So they had 7 wins at home. They went 7-0, so they beat 2 non-conference teams, Buffalo and Northwestern State. Now, those 2 teams are terrible. They clobbered Northwestern State, no shocker. Buffalo, they beat by 13 at home. That's not a number you want to have if you're Minnesota. Anyway, then they would beat Rutgers. 3 points at home. Rutgers, who ended up being 5-7 and an absolute joke of a defensive line, worse than Nebraska's. Then they barely beat Purdue 27-20. Beat them, they beat them, and then would move on to play us. And they beat us, 24-6, right? They thumped us. Classic Minnesota. They just play up against us and then stink against everyone else. That's number 3. Or, wait, hold on. 3. That's number 5, excuse me. Number 6, Michigan State. At home, they beat them in overtime. Michigan State literally had the lead, and they ended up losing by 3 points, obviously. And then, after that, they played Wisconsin, and they beat them 17-7. Wisconsin was 4-8. Just saying. They played up against us, and that was it. But I think Minnesota, they're going to be, honestly, they're just a little lower than that. But then, Nebraska at 11. This is where I'm like, I don't know. Okay? Now, I'm not going to say it's a disrespect. And this is why I don't say this. Because Nebraska has not proved that they are a good team. Okay? We have been a bottom feeder team. Okay? So, disrespect, in my opinion, is not the word that can be described as, against Nebraska. When media puts us low, it's for a reason. We've been bad. Look at it. We went 3-9 as recently as 2021. We went 4-8 in so many years. We've not been a good team. We struggled to even get a bowl game. We had the longest bowl drought of any FBS school until 2024. So let that be an idea. I think that's how bad we were. So it makes sense that teams or that media doesn't think highly of us. And actually, even then, they still would rank us when we were bad. So keep that in mind. Nebraska. There's no, in my opinion, there's no way that the media can really disrespect Nebraska in a way that would actually be crazy. They're not gonna say we're gonna be number 18 in the Big Ten, because that's not even realistic. But there's no realistic way where they disrespect us, because we've been a bad team. Look at that. We lost to both of those teams last time we played them. In fact, actually, you look at the last 3 teams above Nebraska: Minnesota, Iowa, and Illinois. We lost to all of those 3 teams. You look at Michigan, we lost to them. USC, lost to them. Indiana, Ohio State, last time we played them, we got lost terribly. Particularly to Indiana. Ohio State, we played close, but that's just one game. So, keep that in mind. And then after that, the rest of that, I wasn't meaning to react to all these ones afterwards. Mostly just getting to the teams before Nebraska and then getting to Nebraska. UCLA, that's probably, I don't know if I would put them above Northwestern. Northwestern might be decent this year. Not great, but decent. I think I'd put Northwestern at number 12. Well, I'd put them above Minnesota, personally. Wisconsin above UCLA. Probably below UCLA, maybe. Rutgers, yeah, I don't know. Then number 15, that's a little bit. That's probably what it'll be. Then Michigan State, Maryland, Michigan State, Purdue. Yeah, that's exactly where they go. Those teams are gonna be terrible. But putting Nebraska number 11. Okay, I do think that's a little bit. That's not where they should be. I don't think it's necessarily wrong, because we haven't proven that we're good. But I do think that we still. I still think that's a little too low. I think we'd be above Minnesota and Illinois, in my opinion. Just because Minnesota, they lose Coy Parrish, they lose, I don't know, they lose other good players on their team that I think are that were important for them. They return Drake Lindsey, they return Darius Taylor. They still have a good team. I'm not meaning that they don't. They're probably gonna get 8 wins again. They're kind of like Iowa, but they get beat by Iowa all the time. Still, I think that I truly think that. I truly think that just Nebraska this year, if we were to play Minnesota, which we're obviously not, I think we would beat them. Number 1, because it would be at home. And then number 2, I think we just have a better roster this year. The only reason why we lost them last year was because of our trenches. But then you go, Illinois, I think they're just overrated. Kane Hauser's not as good as Luke Altmaier by any stretch of the imagination. They lost Gabe Jacas. They lost their defensive coordinator, like I said earlier. Their defense is going to be a major setback. That's just the truth. That's just going to be a major setback for them. So I would put Nebraska at number 9, and then that's the only way I would change them. Anyway, guys, so that's my reaction for this video. I think that's honestly it's pretty close to being correct, and that's not wrong. But anyway, that's just my opinion. And so I will see you guys in the next one. Until next time, go Big Red and go Matt Rule.